Hristova finishes on the left side.
And ahead to Hristova and gets the friendly roll.
Well, she is now entering her 10th season as head coach of the Cougars up in Pullman, which is pretty darn impressive, if you ask me. Mary Murphy back with me, Kate Scott, and we are so happy to have the queen of the Palouse, June Daugherty. June, thanks so much for
great to be here.
Flying
Thank you
down.
so much.
Congratulations on the 10 years. That is pretty darn impressive.
Pretty
these
excited
days.
about it. Thank you.
So I want to start by asking you about the fact that staying on the numbers tip, we said 10. We talk about this with your team all the time. 7 countries, 4 different states.
Unbelievable.
Do you just like racking up the frequent flyer miles?
Flyer miles.
Is that all it's about?
You know, there's 195 countries, and I think 190 of them play women's basketball, and I haven't got to all of them yet, but I'm on my way.
I expect you will.
Yeah, but tremendous players. I mean, obviously our American players are outstanding as well, but our European players and our Australians have played on their national teams, and so it's a very high level of competition.
Last summer, 4 of your players played in the under-20 Euros.
That's right.
And what did that experience, what did they bring back to your team?
Yeah, they went over to Europe and they had probably an additional 2 months of practice from when we ended at the Pac-12 tournament, and then so many games against high-level competition. I mean, you're talking about playing Russia, Serbia, France, the top Olympic teams. So great opportunity for them to grow as basketball players. And I'll tell you, the results have been phenomenal. Seeing them come back after the summer and how much they've improved, and the confidence level has been unbelievable as well for all 4 of them.
Well, the woman on the far right in that picture was a woman we call Bobby Buckets, because it's hard to say her full name, and she had quite a freshman year in the Pac-12 conference. So what are we going to see from here in year 2?
Well, Bobby Borslava, she's an amazing young lady. She's very humble. She was ranked the #1 European player coming out 2 years ago when we recruited her to Washington State. And she comes to the gym every day. She works night and day on her game. She wants to be a great player, and a lot of players say that, but Bobby's all about working it. She's watching film with coaches night and day in the gym, working on offense and a little defense this year. So wants to be a complete player, wants to be a great one, and willing to put the effort in.
June, one of the things that you've really emphasized since you got to Washington State, we got to get a better schedule. And every year, and we're going to look at what you're doing in the preseason this year. And again, really getting it effort at home and on the road as well.
Yeah, really fortunate that because of the commitment by Bill Moose, our athletic director, and obviously the Pac-12 networks, to be able to go out and schedule some of the great teams in the country to not only play them away, but now play them home in Pullman is huge for us. So we got a great schedule for us, and some great teams coming in, and every one of those teams are going to help us get ready for what's going to be a very, very difficult ride in the Pac-12, but something I think we'll be ready for.
Well, and we've heard the word pace when it comes to your team this year.
And run.
What does pace mean to you?
Pace has gone through the roof. We are finally to the point, I think, because of our recruiting and the experience in our program, that we've been able to really get up tempo both offensively and defensively. And the players have loved it. They've obviously had to be more committed to the track and the stadiums and getting in better shape. But we are really getting up and down the floor. We want to get way more possessions than what we've got in the past offensively and create more chaos defensively to, again, get more possessions to go down that floor and put a lot of points on that scoreboard.
And you're talking about possessions. Last year, 13 games came down to the last 2 minutes.
You got to remind me.
2 possessions.
Yeah.
When you want to get to that NCAA tournament, finally, the promised land, you've got to finish games. What's between here and getting there?
You're right. Thanks for the reminder. But it's something that's
I'm here for you, Jim.
Yeah, it's something that's really fueled our summer and off season for our players and coaches alike. We were so close. And we know that if we just take care of the basketball, a couple more, less turnovers, a couple more better shots, all those things are going to matter. So, the other thing is our kids are a year older, and with the experience that all of them have had in the off season, it's been phenomenal. It's really fun to step on the practice court this year with the maturity that we're seeing, even in that sophomore group. So a lot of very talented players in our program, kids with good experience, but kids who are also very hungry and eager to close out those close games.
June, thanks so much. I'll help you take care of Mary during the break.
Thanks.
From Wazoo to Westwood we go, where Corey Close and the Bruins are looking to build on their first Sweet 16 since '99. We've got the goods to do it. Coach Close is coming up next.